switch basic we configure console and console login password with username and password as well. So we will continue the same thing. So let me go to GNS because today we will do another thing so that I can clear. So let me get a switch from here. This is switch and let me get one system. Let me take a cloud and connect them to the interface, any interface of the switch. Okay, so this is my system where I'm connected through loopback adapter. This is my loopback adapter and I assign IP 192.168 to 1.10 to loopback adapter. This is just in GNS. You don't need to know about the GNS. Later on, middle of the course, I will install and configure GNS3 for you. Because I want to show you what is the difference between Telnet and SSH, so I cannot perform that lab here in packet tracer to show you the real packets. So that's why I'm here. Otherwise, for your practice, you can do it in packet tracer as well. So this is switch and this is one system connected. And this is the IP address of my system 192.168.1.10, just for your clarification. And here I will assign suppose 1.1 whatever, because I told you if we want to configure a switch we assign IP address to SVI. So this IP I will assign because this is a layer 3 switch. If it is a layer 3 switch, I can make this port as a layer 3 and assign this IP. But if it is a layer 2 switch, then there is no way to assign IP address to the interface. So what I can do, I will create a SVI and assign this IP. Okay, so let me go to the switch console and let's do further thing. Sorry. Configuration. So yesterday we done console password because there is no console. If I exit, look at, I can enter any time through console. Now I'm logging through console. Show users. It can see that I'm logging through console. It's line console 0 because I'm logging through console 0. Now what I need to do, let's do further. Let me revise yesterday line console 0 and put a password 123 or anything, and login is important. Exit, exit. Now it's asking the password only. Okay, 12 with the password. But I want the username and password both. So what I can do, first I need to create username and password as much you want. Maybe admin1 and password can be 111. Now go to line console 0 again. No need of password here. Just type and no need of login. Type login local means check the local username and password and exit, exit and exit. Now it will ask username and password both admin 123 which we done yesterday. Now I'm landing in the user mode. But I need another layer of security. I told you in user mode we can type very limited command. Whereas there is no such command to change anything in the switch. But after going to enable mode, there are many things to do, like a backup, we can configure and we can show many things can be seen in this mode. So I need another layer of security. What I can do, I will go to configuration and here type enable. When I type enable in configuration mode and question mark, so there are three type of password. One is password, the other is secret, and the third one is the algorithm type. Let's do password. What is password? I type the password and type question mark. It said the password you need to type as 0 means unencrypted. Or you can type the 7 which is hidden password. And you can directly type a password. And the last one is for the level, every level which we will, no, this is not in CCNA, this is in CCNA security, the level. There are 15 level in prompt. So 0 means either you type a 0 or not. The password will be not hidden. So suppose I type a password 123. This is my password. How can I check? Do show running section password. So my password, all my password are visible. The one which I type is this one. Now I have a protection. If I exit, this username is the console username, admin123. Now I'm landing in enable mode. When I, user mode. When I go to enable, it will ask another password. So another layer of security. And the password I put 123. Now I'm in enable mode. So I put enable mode password. But there were two more options as well. Let's go back there. Enable. So we tested password with 0. And without 0 is the same thing. Suppose I type again 1, 2, 3, 4. Do show running section password. It's the same thing. Even though it's mentioned here 0. 0 means unencrypted. So if you type a password with 0 and 123 or 123 is the same thing. What about password 7? So we done this one and we done this one. 7 mean encrypted. If I type 7 and type a password ABC, it will not accept. It's a invalid encrypted password. This is vinegar, which is also weak, but just a way to at least encrypt the password. It means hidden the password. How? So there is a service which is not on by default. In the beginning there is no. So I need to on this service password encryption. I told them that whatever password is showing, make them hidden. It's a password encryption, but it's not encrypted by the way. It's mean make them hidden. Make them 7, vinegar 7. So I on this mode, this command. At least these password will be not hidden and show running. If somebody is standing on my shoulder, so they will not see these password. Now everybody can see. If somebody am I type show running, they will see all the password. That oh, the password is this one. So I on this services. Let show again. Do show run section password. Look at. Before it was in the front 0 and I show you 0. 0 means unencrypted and 7 means hidden. This is type 7 password is there are 4 5 type because I'm teaching these in security, so I don't want to confuse you. There is 0, there is 5, there is 7, there is 5, there is 8, there is 9. 0 means unencrypted, 7 means another one, and 5 is MD5. There is 2 more as well. So before it was 0, now it's in the front there is 7. Now it's hidden. But again, it's not good practice. So what was this one? Enable password, and let's say if you can type password as a 7. Now I can copy this one and type here. Now it's accepting. So at least if somebody is on the shoulder, so he will not say, oh, what's the password? 040A5955. What is this? At least a bit security, not that much. Because type 7 password is still weak. If you go to any website, let me go to Google and type here type 7 password decryptor. Go to any website and type that password. It will hack in 2 seconds. Look at the password is 123. So if somebody know, he will just memorize this word 040A5955 and will go to Google and will type 7 password decryptor and they will know the password. But at least better than 0. It was more usable. Everybody can see now. So this is type 7. So what's the solution? Now enable, there is another option as well, which is secret. So I type secret, question mark, again 0 unencrypted, 5 MD5 which I told you, and I told you there are two more which is 8 and 9. And for any level to set them are directly unencrypted. Either 0 is also unencrypted. So this line and this is the same thing. Let's try secret. So I type the same password 123. So I say no. The password you type, you already choose this for the password, enable password. So it should be different. So it means the secret and password shouldn't be the same. Okay, so let me put 111. Now the question is which password will be preferred. Let me exit and let me exit. The first one is the console, so admin 123. Now this is enable user mode, enable. I type 123. It says the wrong password. I type 111. Yes, it logged me in. Show running section secret. So when you type both the password, enable password and enable secret, so secret will be preferred. Either you type first this one or second the password. Either you type password first and secret second. It doesn't matter. If both are there, secret will be only accepted. So the password will be good for nothing, even though it's there. But it will not accept, it will accept the secret one. Both are for the enable mode password. What is the difference? Secret is more powerful. Look at S5 and this one is 7. This is MD5 and this is vinegar. But again, this is also not powerful, but at least better than 7. Something is better than nothing. Let me type enable secret Cisco is my password. And let me show running password, sorry, show running secret. So this is my secret. Yeah, let me copy them. This time let me go to type 5 password decryptor. And let me type here and crack. Look at this Cisco. The more I know it's take time if I make them stronger, but at least it's hackable. If I type Cisco 123, then at least it's more dangerous. It will take more time to decrypt them. Show running section secret. It's not easy, but at least it's hackable. If I type here, it will take time. It will start hack and it will take time. And let me go back. But again, at least is somebody can hack them. So I type 7 and Craig. So it will take time. Sorry, this is 7. Sorry, I need type 5. Let me put type 5. Okay, I put the old one. I change them and it still show the Cisco. It's not Cisco. I put Cisco 123. If you make them stronger, so it will take more time to hack. Anyhow, these are the two password to put on the enable password and enable secret. Now let's go to telnet. Telnet is like now you are accessing my system. You can see my system like a team viewer, like any desk, any remote software, so that anywhere in the world I can access someone's system. But in switch and router there is no graphical, so I cannot install TeamViewer, I cannot install any disk. So for this purpose we are using telnet virtual terminal, which is a command based remote access. How we can configure? Go to line VTY virtual terminal question mark. This switch support only 5 line to open. So you can type 0 to 2, so it means it will open 3 virtual line. Means 3 people at a time can access this switch. Let me type this one and type password 123, same like a console, and type login. It's done. And let me put a password no enable secret. I need to make them simple and enable password 123. It's also required. Enable password is required for telnet. So I configure a telnet, but how can I access a switch? It's require IP to type. That's why SUI come in action. I will type line interface VLAN 1 and will type 192.168.1.1 IP 255.255.255.0 no shutdown. Show IP interface brief. So I assign the IP to SVI. Now I can access this switch. I assign this IP to switch and this is my IP on this system. So I can go to PuTTY and I can type this IP 192.168.1.1 and will choose telnet here and will open. Let me ping, I can ping or not. 192.168.1.1. So my interface is not connected here. Let me check. 192.168.1.10. Okay, I put the gateway 100. It doesn't matter, but let me change them and let me ping. Okay, so let me see where I'm connected. I just need connectivity to show you, otherwise I can connect another switch as well. So I'm connected to 1 2 3 third number, and the third number is, don't worry about this one, this is just the connectivity and stuff is not, and the is bridge to, okay, is bridge to the wrong one. So let me bridge them to the loopback adapter. What is my loopback adapter? This one. Sorry, it was a wrong bridge. Don't worry, it's not for you. I just need connectivity to show you something which I cannot perform there in packet tracer. Yeah, it's pinging now. Okay. So what I will do from this system to this system, I can remotely log in. I will type 192.168.1.1 and will choose telnet and open. Now I open the switch. The switch password I put 123 and I log into switch. Enable mode is 123. Now I remotely log in. Within the local area network, I can access the switch from anywhere. So I don't need to go to data center and plug console cable and sit there. Let me change something. Suppose host name is SW1. If I come here, it's still S1. I need to enter. Look at it's change remotely. And even if you type who, it will show you that from VTY someone is logging from 1110 and 1110 is nobody but this my system. But I just type password only. If I need a username and password both, so what I will do, which is same like a telnet console. First you need a username admin password 123, username admin 1 password 123, username admin 3 password 123, as many you want. Then go to line VTY 0 to 2 and type login, no password, no need a password, no login, and type login local, means check local username and password, local database, which I created 3 user. In your case, it can be 100 user as much you want. Okay, but let me access, but also let me access and I need to show you something about telnet. So I type here start a capture wireshark. Wireshark is a tool to capture the packet. So whatever I'm sending from here to here, from here to here, I will see the packet, because telnet is not secure, it's sending the traffic in clear text. That's why. Yeah, okay, I will tell you. Let me type here telnet so that I can capture telnet. I'm in the middle man in the middle attack. I'm connected here to see the traffic when this user and this switch is sending. So let me send traffic from here, telnet traffic. I type the IP of the switch 1.1 and I choose a telnet, not the SSH. Open. Here it's asking now username as well because I make them login local. So I type admin password 123, enable password 123 and configuration. Do show running. Now let's go to capture. Look at this is telnet capture. Let me click on any telnet traffic and follow TCP stream. Oh, 123 I type. I type admin user, then type 123. Then I went to enable, then I type 123. Then I type config T. Then I do show and everything is clear text. So it means whatever I'm sending through telnet, it is in clear text. That's why we are not using telnet. There is a better solution, which is SSH. But before that, you ask about what is the difference between line VTY 0 to 2 and 0 to 4. So I remember I typed line VTY 0 to 2. This switch supports 0 to 4 means 5 line can be open virtually to enter 5 people, 5 administrator to work remotely in this switch. How? How many I open? I 0 to 2. It means 0, 1, 2 means 3. So this is 1. Let me open a new one. Duplicate session. Admin 1, 2, 3. Enable 1, 2, 3. 2 session. Let me open duplicate session. Admin 1, 2, 3. 3 session. Let me open a new one. Look it. Now I cannot open. Let me go to switch. Why I cannot open? Who? Who? Yeah, show user. Both are same. He say 1.10, 1.10, 3 user are login from virtual terminal 1, virtual terminal 2, virtual terminal 3. And I configure 3, 0 to 4, 2 means 3 people can come. So 3 is already in. That's why the fourth person cannot log in. Yeah, if I disconnect one here, type clear line, which line? This two. Let me clear this one. Confirm, confirm. One is disconnected. Now is two. Now I can open a new guy. Duplicate session, yes, it accepting. Again, if I open a new one, it will be not accepted. It will go because this, no, because it's already completed. 0, 1, 2. This is console. CON means through console I'm logging. And 3 times 1, 2, 3. And 3 times login with virtual terminal from this IP. So it's done. So we saw telnet is not secure. If I type and go to follow TCP stream, everything is visible. So what's the solution? Alternate solution. Alternate solution is to configure SSH, secure shell. How to configure? First thing we need to configure IP domain name. Is required for certificate. If I didn't configure this, SSH will not work. It will not create the key. How? Let's create the key. Crypto key generate RSA. Look at it, say first define domain name. That's why it's required. IP domain name, any name, ABC. Now it will create crypto key generate RSA. RSA was 3 scientists, Ravir, Shamir, and Dalin. They 3 guys created this algorithm. So this algorithm is by name of RSA. And enter. They say how strong key you want to keep. Normally required 1024. Minimum 768 is required for SSH version 2. SSH version 1 is less secure. So I type 1024. The key is generated. And I say SSH 1.99 is enabled, means almost 2. IP SSH version 2, you can make them SSH version 2 because version 1 is also hackable. But what next I need to do? Next I need to create a user which is already created, but let me create again. Because SSH not working on only password, it's always require username and password. The next step is line with UI, the same line with UI which we go before, either 0 to 4 or 0 to 2 or whatever, how many line you want to open. And type transport input SSH, transport output SSH, and type login local. You don't need the output, but at least if you want. So I say on this virtual line only SSH will come and only SSH will go out. It means telnet will not work anymore. So if I type a new duplicate session, it will go after a while. It will give me error, refuse. It's refused because I say only SSH traffic. If I type here telnet as well, then it will work. Yeah, okay, I type for output, I type for input as well. Sorry, input telnet, then it will work. Now it's okay. Because I restrict this telnet to only because telnet is less secure, I told you. Either you can type transport input all. Either you can type transport input telnet then SSH. Either you can type SSH then telnet. It's up to you which thing you want to open. Normally we put transport input SSH. Now we can SSH as well. So let me go to putty and type the IP of the switch. It's asking to copy the key first time. It will only ask first time. So username was admin, password was 123, enable 123. Let's capture the packet. SSH. So I done SSH, client server. Let me follow TCP stream. Look it, I cannot recognize any word. It's garbage, encrypted. I typed just three words. What was this? Username and password. And look at it, it's become like this. Nobody can understand this one. And that's why we are using SSH rather than to use Telnet. Because SSH is more secure. So if you want to configure your switch remotely in your local area network, you don't need to go to data center and put the console cable and configure. Just first time we configure switches by console cable and then we configure SSH and then we can log in anywhere and we can configure them the switch. Yeah, you can restrict as well for the specific IP like 1.1, but this is in security terminology. Here you just need to know telnet and SSH. So this was the basic thing of the switch to configure them. We put a console cable, a console password, and with the username and password. We configure enable mode password and enable secret. We configure telnet with local username and password and with only password. We configure SSH. We on the services of encryption to hidden the password. Banner. There are two type of banner. Banner. There are many banner, but I'm talking about CCNA. What is MOTD? Means message of the day. This message will be displayed all the time, whatever happened. And you can start from any key. Suppose that you start from at the rate. This is MOTD message of the day message. From whatever you start, you have to finish with that key. That done. The other banner is login banner. So whenever somebody is login, this message will be show. This is login message to display when someone login. Let's test it. Exit, exit. I can see both the messages. This is MOTD message of the day message. And this is login message when someone login. Because this message will be all the time. But I'm login, yeah? Login admin 123. Enable 123. Let me remove the login. Line console 0. No login local. I remove the method. Let's see. Look at only MOTD left. The other message gone. Before it was showing here because I am logging. I am using login method. So if you are using login method, it will display this login message. If you are not login, only MOTD message will be displayed. In even remotely as well. If I remotely login duplicate session, admin, so look at this is login. Okay, login message display because I am login here. Because SSH is also to login. So this way is display. If I remove the login method, so this message will go. Just like here, like a console, I remove it. So I cannot see now anymore. Same as telnet. So login message will display when you are login through telnet, you are login through SSH, you are login through console. So it will display. But MOTD message will be displayed all the time. Either you remove the login method, either the login method is there. So these are the two message you have to know. Now quickly come to VLAN, the next topic. What is VLAN? VLAN means virtual local area network. Virtual local area network. We already know LAN, and this is virtual local area network. Means virtually we are created local area network. Basically, we need a VLAN to logically grouping the device to break down the huge broadcast domain in smaller broadcast domain, to divide a switch and small broadcast domain, to logically divide the switch inside, to make a small logically switches inside switch. As you know, by default in every switch you will find 5 VLAN. By default in every switch show VLAN brief. There are 5 VLAN by default. 1 and 4 these one. These 4 are good for nothing. Neither he, neither she. These 4. Neither you can delete, neither you can put the port inside, neither you can modify, you can do nothing with these. If I go here and VLAN 1002 and name them something else, ABC, they will say no. VLAN 100 may not have changed. This is the default VLAN. So 2, 3, 4, 5 are default VLAN which is used for nothing. You will find these VLAN by default in every Cisco switch. Yeah, all the port are parked in VLAN 1 by default. And the name is also default of this VLAN. So we saw there are 5 VLAN by default. No doubt there is 5 VLAN by default. And VLAN 1 is the default VLAN. We also check this one as well. This is the default VLAN. And every port are parked there. VLAN are divided in two groups. Standard VLAN from 1 to 1005. It's called standard VLAN, which we use normal life. And from 1006 to 409 is called extended VLAN, which ISP are using this extended VLAN. I will clear these two, but we are just introducing what is VLAN. I explain you this one. 1002 to 1005. These VLAN are just good for nothing. You can do nothing with these. Even VLAN 1 you cannot change them. You can remove the port but you cannot change them, the VLAN 1 number, either name. By default voice VLAN is disabled. We will see this one as well. All the VLAN are stored whenever we created standard VLAN from 1 to 1005 is stored in a flash memory by the name VLAN.dat file. If I check here dir, there is no VLAN file. Look at, there is no VLAN. Yeah, no. I told you it's stored in VLAN.dat file, which is in flash memory, and this is my flash memory. But I cannot see VLAN because I cannot create any VLAN yet. Let me create VLAN 10 exit dir. Look at this file created. Before it was not there. Now it's a VLAN.dat file. Even you can read them. More Unix VLAN.dat. So there is VLAN 1 and I just create VLAN 10, I think so, which is default VLAN. These are the other VLAN. You can read this file as well by more command. The more specific will be here, so you will not confuse. Let me on the switch. So it means that whenever I created standard VLAN from 1 to 1005, it will store in VLAN.dat file. What is VLAN? Let me give you the logical example. You know, when I buy this laptop, so there were only one C drive. Everything was in the C drive, my data, my file, my video, my movies, my pictures, my everything was in the C drive. But one day the C drive was corrupted. The window corrupted and there was nothing, and I format everything and reinstall window. After that I decide why not to create another partition. Logically division is the same hard drive but it's partition. 2 3 partition you can create, and this way you can put your data, you can put your picture, so you can easily access. Like for data I will go here, for window I will go here, for movie I will go to another drive. Either another example of VLAN is like a huge class of students. When I was in matric, so there were 500 students coming from different villages. The same I went from different village to higher school, because in every village there are up to 9 there are schooling. For 10th school you have to go to another branch because there is no school. Nowadays there is everywhere schools, but in our days I'm just talking about. So from different school student were collected, so it was almost 500 600 student. So what they done, you cannot teach 500 student on the same class because they will make a noise, they will make things difficult for teacher as well and for other student as well. So what they done, they divide 500 student in section, 6 7 section, class A, class B, class C, class D, class F. And I remember I was in class D or B, I think so, I believe. And I was crying that because in those days the people were saying that those people which is intelligent they put them in class A, but it was not like this. They make them a section to handle them because 500 students in one class cannot be handled. The same way is this VLAN. If you have too much system connected, these are only 6 systems. Just think about these are 500 systems. How you will handle them? If one packet is sent at broadcast, I told you yesterday at broadcasting first time. Look at everyone is disturbed. 500 systems is disturbed. And if every system is broadcasting first time, so the other all will disturb, and also huge bandwidth will be required, and also no security and no management. So for this purpose we creating VLAN to divide them, to solve the broadcast problem, to reduce the broadcast problem, to add additional layer of security. If I divide them, these will be different VLAN, this will be different VLAN, this will be sales, this will be IT. IT VLAN will not go to sales, sale will not go to IT. AZ management, logical grouping by function. This is HR, this is IT. It will be make more easy. If IT has got an issue, I will just check IT VLAN. I will not check sales VLAN because IT got an issue. So AZ management as well. Many things. This is the advantages of VLAN. We have different type of VLAN. Data VLAN which is for normal data. Voice VLAN which is for voice or IP. We have private VLAN. This is further divide. We have management VLAN. The management VLAN we just created in the switch. For telnet and SSH. We have extended VLAN which we will talk about later on. And native VLAN. Native VLAN we will also talk about this one later on. Now coming to access port. Any port which allocate to specific VLAN we call them access port, means it belong to only one VLAN. All our end devices are connected to by access port. So these are access port. End devices are connected. Voice or IP phones, systems, laptops, servers. So these are called access port. We will configure this one as well, how to configure them. I spoke you about VLAN database. Whenever we create a VLAN, it store in VLAN.dat file. Enable dir either show flash. There is nothing. We cannot see because there is no VLAN yet. Configure VLAN 10. Exit, exit. If I check now, show flash. Look at, there is a VLAN.dat file now. But this is only in standard VLAN. Show running, there is no VLAN 10. I cannot see VLAN 10 because standard VLAN are stored here in VLAN. I cannot create extended VLAN. If I type VLAN 1006, it will say this is extended VLAN, which is not allowed in this mode, which we will discuss later on. But anyhow, I'll show you, and you can read this file as well by more command, and you can delete. If you want to permanently delete all the VLAN, what you have to do, you have to type delete, you have to go to flash, then you have to type VLAN.dat file, enter. Now is delete all the VLAN. This is the way to delete permanently all the VLAN. Normal VLAN, I told you, a VLAN which is in the number between 1 to 1005 is called normal VLAN. Normal VLAN which we used in daily life in every office. The other is extended, which start from 1006 to 4094. I cannot create these VLAN in normal switch. If I create, it would give me error. I show you just before. VLAN 1008, it's a no, it's a extended, because standard VLAN are start from 1 to 1005. Any number between these are called standard VLAN. And also, by the way, extended VLAN are not stored in dat file. If I delete the dat file here, delete Unix VLAN.dat, delete, no. Now let me create extended VLAN, VLAN 1009. There is no VLAN.dat file created. I created VLAN and there is no file, because this is extended VLAN, and extended VLAN stored in running configuration. Let me show you show running. Look, it is here. So we check that standard normal VLAN or standard VLAN store in VLAN.dat file, which is stored in flash file. And extended VLAN start from 1006 to 409, which is not stored in VLAN.dat file but stored in running configuration. and I show you in the running it's created there. And also voice VLAN, which we will check how to create a voice VLAN, and we will make a one lab because you start later on, because in 8 o'clock I have a new class, so I will finish this one here. Either let me create a quickly VLAN. So let me go to this one switch. How to create a VLAN? To create a VLAN, the configuration command, go to configuration, type VLAN, and you can type any number. This is all the VLAN, but in this switch I can type up to standard VLAN. So you can type suppose 20. If you want to name them, just type name and suppose IT. Do show VLAN brief. So I create VLAN 20. If you want to modify the name, type name and give them sales suppose. Now it's modified to sales. Suppose I already created VLAN 10, I need to change the name. Type VLAN 10 and name them IT. Now it's IT. It means I can modify as well. If you want to delete one VLAN, type no VLAN and number. Do show VLAN brief. Now it's not anymore there 10. It was there. So I can create a VLAN, I can rename a VLAN, I can delete a VLAN with no command. And you can type many VLAN by once as well, but in real switch, not in packet tracer. You can type VLAN 10, comma VLAN 20, 30, OT and enter. Do show VLAN brief. So all are created in once. And even you can delete them by one command as well. No VLAN 20, 30, 60, whatever. It's all deleted. But for name, you have to go to every VLAN. By default, the name is VLAN 00 and then the VLAN number. VLAN 00 and 10 is the number. VLAN 00 and 20 is the VLAN number. And VLAN 00 40. You can rename them whatever name you want. By default, there are 5 VLAN. So now I need to create 2 VLAN. Now every packet is going everywhere because all the port are belong to same VLAN. Look at this SSX pull. Let me do it in quickly here. Here to here it will SSX pull. Here to here it will SSX pull. Because they all port belong to the same VLAN. But I need a division. I need to divide these in separate and these in separate. So I need 2 VLAN to create. What I need VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Let's create it VLAN 10 and 20. VLAN 10 name them IT. VLAN 20 name them cell. I created 2 VLAN. Show VLAN brief. Now I need to put the port. Which port belong to VLAN IT? So 0/1, 0/2, 0/3. This is 0/1. So let me put this one. How to put them? Go to configuration interface 0/1, type switch port access VLAN 10. Again interface fast Ethernet 0/2 switch port access VLAN 10. Again interface fast Ethernet 0/3 switch port access VLAN 10. I put this with 3 port. Show VLAN brief. I remove the port from VLAN 1 and put them here. Oh, but this is difficult task to one by one to do it. If I have 400 ports, so I will do one by one. No, there is another way. Type interface, this one. and up to which one? 6. But type here range command and switch port access VLAN 20. This is the command to put data VLAN and VLAN, data port and VLAN. Show VLAN brief. Now all three port come in one command in cells. Now they will not do communication with each other. Look at it, it will say no fail. Before it was going. Now it's separated. They can do with each other. Look at it will broadcast only here in this domain, here only. It's not going there because this is a different broadcast domain. This is a different broadcast domain. I divide the switch inside in three part. What is three part? 1, 2, 3. This is different broadcast, this is different broadcast, and this is different broadcast. But now I only have two broadcasts right now, but mainly there are three. And this what I want. I want IT department separate and sales department separate. Okay, we will continue this tomorrow.